Good afternoon. Once again, reporting live from Irvine, California. You have Joe Eberlein here to bring, once again, Joe Eberlein Sports Talk and a new topic today. It's a beautiful day here in Irvine, a great Saturday afternoon. Really looking forward to the March Madness games later today, being that it's the Final Four. We got Michigan against my Syracuse Orange, and we got Wichita State against the Louisville Cardinals. I picked Louisville to win it all, but, without Kevin Ware and that injury he sustained, I'm not sure Louisville can do it, but hey, I'm sure they'll be inspired to play, for their teammate who will be out for the remainder of the tournament, as well as out for the entire 2013-2014 season. Wishing Kevin Ware a speedy recovery from his injury, because that certainly was tough to look at. That was very tough to bear. So Kevin, I'm praying and I'm rooting for you. But my topic today, I'm going to go on to baseball. I mentioned yesterday I'm a big New York Yankees fan. One thing the New York Yankees have been known for in my lifetime, and really even before then, since the days they signed Babe Ruth, they dish out the big paychecks. And right now they have their best player, Robinson Cano, in a contract year. He's off to a slow start with a 133 average, but I'm not concerned. Some people I talk to, they really truly believe that Robinson Cano will, when it's all said and done, he will be the best second baseman to ever play the game. And you know what? He's sure-handed defensively as a two-time Gold Glove winner at the position. Has a great left-handed bat and a great stroke. He hits for power. He hits for average. Robinson Cano has great range going both ways, too. The guy can do it all. I was very concerned in the 2011 season when Robinson Cano, in the midst of his 6-year, $56 million contract, which is an absolute bargain for a player of his stature, had signed with agent Scott Boras. Everybody knows Scott Boras is known for getting the best deals for his players, no doubt about it. And you know what? I tip my cap to you, Scott. You're the best in the business, and if I were to ever become an agent, I would want to be just like you to get the most from my clientele. But a couple weeks ago, Robinson Cano shocked the world and fired Scott Boras in his contract year and signed with rapper and entertainer Jay-Z. As a Yankees fan, that's great for me. I must admit, didn't see that coming. And reports were surfacing before the season started that the Yankees made Robinson Cano a very, very significant offer, believed to be in the area of 7 years, $171 million, which is just a little less than $25 million a year. And Cano is in the last year of his 6-year, $56 million deal, after the Yankees decided to pick up his option for $15 million this year. And looking at Robinson Cano's timeline, there are some seasons that really stand out to me. And let's go to the beginning, when the Yankees first called him up in the 2005 season. 2005, second in the American League Rookie of the Year voting. Had 14 home runs, 62 runs driven in, and a .297 batting average as he really started to come up toward the end of the season. As a result, got the Yankees over the hump in the regular season until they were eliminated in the first round by the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim in 5 games. 2006, he really started to show his superstar ability. Had .342 batting average and was third in the American League that year in batting average, behind his respected teammate Derek Jeter, who was second at .343, and the batting champion that year, catcher for the Minnesota Twins, Joe Mauer. 2009, the Yankees went on to become World Series champions. Robinson Cano had 25 home runs, 85 runs driven in, and a .320 batting average. And going back to 2006, manager at the time, Joe Torre, as well as their center fielder at the time, Johnny Damon, both thought that he was the best hitter on the team, and Joe Torre was quoted as saying, Robinson Cano will win a batting title someday. 2010, Robinson Cano finished third in the American League MVP voting, and in my opinion, he should have won the award. Or Miguel Cabrera, I thought, would have also been a better choice over Josh Hamilton. Josh, no disrespect to you, you had an outstanding season. You were able to lead the Texas Rangers to a World Series appearance that year. You were the American League Championship Series MVP. You missed a significant portion of time, and Robinson Cano was not only very, very handy on the offensive side of the ball, but defensively, winning his first of 2 Gold Gloves that he has to his credit in his short career at this time. And in 2002, Robinson's numbers were 29 home runs, 109 runs driven in, and .319 batting average. And then last year, in 2012, Robinson Cano finished 4th in the American League MVP voting, as well as winning his 2nd Gold Glove and it was his first 30 home run season where he had 33 bombs with 94 runs driven in and a .313 batting average. Robinson Cano reports or believe that he is not willing to take a hometown discount even if it's for the New York Yankees. Now, his father has come out and said that he does believe that his son will re-sign with the Yankees at a 6 or a 7-year deal. Reports have surfaced that Robinson's looking for a 10-year, $200+ million deal. And with a guy like Scott Boras, I really thought that Robinson would have gotten that from the New York Yankees, but also be on the lookout for two other teams that have become relatively open to spending a lot of money and opening their checkbook a lot more than in seasons past, and that being Magic Johnson and his group with the Los Angeles Dodgers, as well as the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and Artie Moreno. They've opened up their checkbook for some big signings recently, most notably Josh Hamilton for 5 years, $125 million, C.J. Wilson at 5 years, $85 million last year, and Albert Pujols at 10 years, $240 million last year. Not to mention, they still have a lot of work to do in making sure that they re-sign the young phenom Mike Trout for their future. Notable signings for the Dodgers. Zach Greinke, 6 years, $147 million this past offseason, as well as making a big trade and taking on the salaries of Carl Crawford, Josh Beckett, and Adrian Gonzalez for 3 prospects and a very, very affordable and low-cost James Loney, who's now with the Tampa Bay Rays at first base. And the 3-time All-Star Robinson Cano has made the team in each of the last 3 consecutive seasons. He was the Home Run Derby champion in 2011, has been the starter in each of the last 3 years at the second base position, and rightfully so because he is currently the best in the game at this time. Scott Boras has been known to get Alex Rodriguez 2 contracts of 10 years, $200+ million. Both of them are record-breaking deals. Why Robinson Cano fired him, I don't know, but as a Yankees fan with Jay-Z's ties to the New York area, he's made it very clear that he's a Yankees fan. He's part owner of the Brooklyn Nets and played a big part in the Nets moving from New Jersey to Brooklyn. You know what? We'll see what happens here, but as a Yankees fan, let me tell you, I am very happy to hear that Jay-Z will be representing Robinson Cano and not Scott Boras. Not only do I think he'll be more affordable, I just seriously think this means he will stick with the Yankees. So once again, everyone, Joe Eberlein here, based live out of Irvine, California. Once again, feel free to comment on my podcast with any suggestions for any other sports topics you want me to talk about. I'm trying to bring in at least one a day. Hope to hear from you all soon. Thanks for the support. Eberlein. Out.